It's the after the show.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Well, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. How the heck are you here today? Good. We got the lady cleaning the bathroom, and I went to go check, and she blocks the whole thing off. She's in there cleaning it. And we only have one bathroom that we get access to.
Yeah, well, when she's cleaning mine, I can still go in there because she's a she, and I
Yeah.
do all the time. I'm always in there when she's cleaning it. I'm sure she's like, this bitch is messing up my cleaning.
She's like, this chick's pooping again? Damn, that ain't right.
I barely have ever pooped in this building.
Yeah, so I went, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just go back, and I'll read through all the emails, and I'll come back, and went back 10 minutes later. She's still in there. I'm like, oh, gosh, that's so...
She has a knack
That's
to
so tough.
clean the bathroom when we all have to pee.
She's very thorough.
She is right on my schedule. She cleans that bathroom every day, almost to the minute. Then I go. I run into her 3 out of 5 days.
And she won't let you in until she's done. You have
No.
to fucking wait.
I know. That's why I'm like, all right, I got to get this thing going.
Well, you don't want to be in there while she's cleaning. That's just weird.
There's no way.
No,
I
I don't want to be, and I wouldn't, but...
No, but you would hope she'd go, oh, let me excuse
second,
myself
yeah.
for a second. So, because this guy, what if Kevin really did have the runs and he had to get in there and she's just,
I think you got to go to the 4th floor.
let me get the faucet now. Oh, let me get this extra
you can't
tile.
use other floors.
Yeah, you can't.
yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're
You
in a
only have one
situation.
bathroom in the whole building.
She should, if someone's got to go, if he really did have the runs, he's figgity fucked.
We do need a backup plan because if you had the runs, if it was an emergency, what would we do?
You would have to
My
just
backup plan is her maid's cart.
you have to just tell her, I have to go in there. It's an emergency. You have to let her know.
She comes out of the bathroom, and here I am taking a massive dump right into her maid's cart. I don't know what else to do. It's either the maid's cart or you got to run to the motel across the street.
Or you just tell her it's an emergency. I have to go right now.
Yeah.
And she'd have
Or-
to leave.
But you have to tell her in Spanish.
You could come get me, and I could let you in the women's restroom and then stand guard so nobody goes in.
How would you say that if you had to speak?
Emergencia necesito usar los baños.
You're getting good, dog. You're getting good, Pedro.
Somewhere in there. Hopefully she can understand some of that. Yeah.
And then hold your butthole like you're. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I would. Yeah. Put my finger in it.
Hold your butthole
Your finger.
like a cork.
A grenade.
And now you're just that weird guy at work fingering himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what he said, but
I don't know what he said because his Spanish was so terrible, but he's fingering his own asshole. She would quit on the spot.
I think she'll let you in. I think she's out.
it
at
might
that
be a
point.
problem. Yeah,
All
it might be a
right, let's
problem.
go see.
Yeah. All right, well, if you're wondering why we have on neck tattoos, it's in honor of the Queen and Caitlin. That was our punishment for the losers today. I lost my 12th in a row. I have not picked the winner and Do It Bitch in 3 months. So that was pretty amazing.
It's pretty consistently terrible.
It's unreal. Well, you are the #1 winner in Do It Bitch, and Denny's is last. So I went with you, the odds-on favorite. And it's by a lot. You have a lot more wins than Denny's.
But when you pick me, it's
Yeah.
it becomes the kiss of death.
Yeah. I think I've only picked the underdog maybe 2 times in those 12.
But what picks they
And-
were?
Well, that just goes to show, yeah. So for some reason, the favorites have just fallen way off, and you just don't even know now. It's crazy.
Next week, I think you should pick the underdog. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't tell me how to live my life. I am not here for
Oh,
that
I'm
shit.
definitely going to tell you how to live your life.
I am so not here for that, Kevin.
It's my favorite pastime.
Yeah. So we'll see. Let me see some of the conversations that did happen on the regular show today. We did a round of Raise Your Hand poll. And so we had some interesting things that came out of that, including the fact that Jaybird has never once eaten his own booger.
I swear to you,
Only show member hasn't.
I'm not lying. I just don't remember. I mean, if I did, I do not remember that. But that's never been my jam or game.
Yeah.
Not even out of curiosity. But I was getting called out for being a liar.
I was super young. I don't remember necessarily the act of putting the finger in my mouth, but I do know what a booger tastes like, so it happened somewhere, someplace, sometime.
I've always been grossed out by boogers.
I've got a story.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I've ever told this story.
Oh, double fuck.
So I was the firstborn grandchild on both sides of my family. My dad and my mom, I was the firstborn grandchild. And my mom had a younger sister.
Sister.
So when my mom had me, she was like 20, early 20s. But she had a younger sister who had not yet reproduced. She didn't have her own kids. So my mom, when I was little, brought me around my aunt. Her name is Susie, Aunt Susie. And Aunt Susie thought it would be funny to mess with little Virginia, who was, I don't know, 3, 4, I don't know what I was. But what she would do is Aunt Susie would pretend like she was picking her own nose and then eating it, but she was using different fingers. And
Sleight of hand trick.
Sleight of hand trick. But little Virginia was 3, so I didn't understand what she was doing. And she basically, as a rogue asshole aunt, taught me to eat boogers at a very young age and thought it was really, really funny. And so my mom had to work very hard to break me from eating my own boogers because my stupid
You're
aunt.
a chronic booger eater?
I
It
was.
sounded like the witch liked it because
I did.
That's fucked up, dog.
She trained me to eat my own boogers.
Damn.
And to this day, I still don't like her. And
How do
that's
you feel about how do
why
you feel about boogers?
Damn. Little Virginia's kind of stupid.
I was easily tricked.
Oh, man. I was so easily tricked as a kid, too, though. No, I never ate my boogers, but I was easily tricked. That's kind of a fucked up story, V.
It's real fucked up,
No,
and I
it's-
haven't forgot it.
No.
I'm 50 years old, and I still know what she did.
It's fucked up because you kept going back for the boogers. That's why it's fucked up. Your aunt was
I got hooked on them.
Your aunt was just doing a little stupid-ass trick.
I loved them.
You felt
I fell for it, and I loved the taste of the boogers.
That's what's fucked up about it.
I know.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
Thank you for telling your truth, though. That couldn't have been easy to do.
At this point, I don't give a shit. I'll tell it all.
I know she will.
I'll blow this whole thing up. Dare me.
Let me see. So some of the things we had today, raise your hand poll. We found that out 80% of the KVJ show had nibbled a bug in their life. Asked who had hunted an animal. Only 40% had, and that was Denny's and myself. And I was trying to think, because, I mean, I grew up in an area where hunting was big. I was like, yeah, I don't think I ever really went hunting. I mean, people would hunt rabbits, and deer was the big thing that people would hunt. But I do remember, I think we used to go hunt frogs. You'd get
Gigging.
frogs. Yeah.
You stab them with a
Yeah.
spear.
And I never did that. We had pellet guns that we would use. And then, yeah, you take the frogs and some hillbilly'd fry up their legs and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh,
So-
man, that's good eats, as they say in the business.
It was, yeah. You would eat everything. You eat anything. It moves where I'm from.
We hit a deer in my college baseball team with a bus, and my coach made us go look for the deer.
Did he hit the deer on purpose?
No, it was crossing the road, but I remember him going, oh, that's going to be some good eats. And he made the whole fucking team go look for it in the dark in the back streets of Georgia. We never found the deer, so that deer was tough as shit.
Oh, yeah, no, a lot of it. It's amazing. They're pretty resilient.
I think the deer
they
lived.
Yeah, some of them can ping off cars and they'll be okay. It was always scary around deer hunting season. Kids at my high school, we got the whole week off for deer hunting season. And you knew it because you'd be driving down all them roads and deers would be running like crazy because they're getting chased out of woods. And so, you know, that whole week, it was just deer hunters out and deers running across the roads and people hitting them.
Oh, deer! The snout of a deer is just so adorable.
They're
I'd
they're
love to be able to
lovely
kiss a
creatures.
deer's nose, but you never can get that close. Probably.
Lovely creatures.
You can in my neighborhood.
I could kiss a deer's nose.
You shouldn't.
I don't want to like that. I don't want to hurt the deer, but it is so fucking adorable.
You can get real close in my neighborhood. I've gotten like, I don't know, 6 feet.
Oh, I would be
Because I video it sometimes.
such a
They-
deer.
They're not scared of people in my neighborhood because nobody really messes with them.
Oh, I would be looking at your deer all the time.
Making the deer nervous.
he knows what you do to horses.
Oh, Dusty
Oh,
Knuckles.
Dusty Knuckles over here. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Calm down, boy. It's okay.
The men are men and the horses are nervous.
We're not going to let him touch you again.
I
Yeah.
love the name Dusty Knuckles.
Then we also asked if you've shared a joint with a complete stranger. 80% of the KVJ show had. Virginia's the only one that had not.
Yep, she had a look of judgment.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to put my mouth on anything of a complete stranger.
It's not my favorite thing to do in modern day. It
It was a bad choice. I don't look back at that and say I'd do it again.
I would think hard on that.
It better have been pre-COVID.
Oh yeah, it had to have been a joint with a stranger.
Yeah. I think just.
If anybody's still doing that post-COVID, you're just insane.
So 4 out of 5 had done that. Lied to a police officer. 80% had done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that back in my teenage years.
Multiple times.
My lie was stupid. I lied about my age, my birthday, by like 6 days, and even the cop goes, "Why?" Because that was a really dumb lie. I go, "I know, I'm drunk." It was for underage drinking.
Okay.
And I got caught in the midst of just right in the middle of
Chugging.
and there was like 900 motherfuckers at this party. I was the only one that got in cuffs.
Damn.
Yes.
So you changed your age to what would have been legal to drink?
No.
No, I changed it to be still being 20, but only by 5 days. And I meant to do. I guess
That makes no
it didn't
sense.
make any sense.
It's a terrible
He
liar.
laughed at me.
What
He's like, what the fuck, dude?
It's a terrible lie.
I was having a rough. It was a rough night.
Oh my
The girl I was
goodness.
dating, we just stopped talking about a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
She walked in with a new dude.
Oh.
And within 10 minutes, I was in cuffs. It was like, boom, 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 motherfucker. Like the universe did not like me that day.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then who has had FaceTime or Skype sex with somebody? All the dudes but me had. Virginia has not. 60% of the show has done it.
No, that surprises
3 out
me.
of 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vanilla fucks.
So you're just making eye contact? You're showing off naughty bits? How do you do it? What do you?
Can you tell if they snap a screenshot?
I mean, when you're in the thrills of passion, who knows what you're snapping? Kev, I can tell you that, but do we have any saxophone music?
Oh, you need something.
Just a taste.
Good to make this happen.
Oh, there she is.
Give us everything.
How's it go down, Big Daddy?
Well, Big Daddy, Virginia's got a good point. You don't know if someone's screaming, but you want to trust the person you're doing it with.
No one should ever be trusted.
That's spoken like someone who's broken.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Oh,
They
look.
they all break your trust eventually.
That's not true, first of all. Damn, you fucking
You've
jaded.
been hurt before.
Sorry.
You had a loving marriage and you're jaded.
If they haven't broken it yet, they will.
Yeah, it can be awkward too.
Okay. So you just sit there and look at each other's naughty bits?
I mean, I think it's got to be the right personality on both ends of the phone, if you know what I mean.
Do you zoom in?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
You zoom in. Have you FaceTime before?
Yeah, but like, you like put it down, like just where your penis is the only thing in the screen.
You would have the unsexiest FaceTime call ever.
What am I supposed to do? Is it zoom in?
Oh, Mom, I can't do this shit. Oh, my cooter's in the way. Oh.
Hold on, let me move this big lip out the way.
Yeah, it would be.
Blocking the whole screen.
I can feel my penis going inside my own body right now. The other way. The opposite of an erection.
I can't do that. My butthole might be dirty.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I just saw an old golfer outside. It just would be the shittiest sexy moment ever.
Another thing we were talking about today on the show, we were talking about movies that would be a perfect 100. How many can you say? Martin had to go when he said the original Coming to America.
It is solid,
For me,
man.
yeah.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, great example.
I was thinking of another one too. I love the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I think that's 100% for me. There's not a
Okay.
scene I don't like in that movie.
Okay.
Even the fucking stupid ass Cheer Up Charlie song. Very depressing, but it still hits.
A couple other. Christine said the movie Twister.
What is she smoking?
Like I said,
Twister as a 100 out of 5. Yeah, right. I can't even. No.
And we even talked about if you had a 100 for a song. Christian said November Rain, Guns N' Roses, or One by Metallica. Both those are very long songs, and I think the longer a song is, the harder it is to maintain a 100, personally. I think it's challenging.
Yeah, songs seem to be the easiest thing to keep up 100% on, because you're right.
There are more of them, I think.
I mean, if you have a 3-minute song, it's hard to fuck that up compared to a 2-hour movie.
Right, exactly, yeah. The longer the length. Because, you can find something like, that scene wasn't, Okay, we were talking about the rating women, hottest women on the planet. That's what we did for the KVJ draft on Friday. Elena said, I am a married straight woman. I was playing along with the game. I think women are far more attractive than men in general. I wasn't upset by the game. I was more upset that my picks weren't chosen. She went with Salma Hayek, Sophia Bush, and Teresa Palmer. Okay, I'm not sure I know who Teresa Palmer is, and that's the risky one. You got to go with somebody that everybody knows.
Big name.
Yeah.
Did y'all put Kate Beckinsale in there?
No, but we're tone deaf fuck faces.
Yeah, she was close on my list. So she just didn't quite make it. There's a sportscaster, Kaylee Hartung, that would probably make my top 3 normally, but most people would not know who that is.
That's what we kind of, during that bit, there's so many people that should have been on the list for me that I was going with people that might know. Those are like big-time celebrities that I'm attracted to. A lot of times celebrities don't do it for me that often.
It's almost going to be the hottest celebrities who everybody knows.
Yeah, that's
kind of where it was.
That's where it was, V, and we kind of...
I get it.
We might have shit the bed. I don't know. I mean, I think the girls I picked I think they're beautiful.
I think Kevin had the closest list, but I didn't agree with everything on his.
Okay.
I like your Sofia Vergara, but I would have added Kate Beckinsale. I mean, she
would be up there for me, legit. I think she's got something unique about her. She's very beautiful.
Stop shaming us for our list. You weren't even here, bro. That's why we were called tone deaf.
I was drinking my weight in spicy margaritas.
4 men commenting on women's looks. Kind of tone deaf, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Josh in Claremont said, I have 2. Anna de Armas. Yeah, her name had come up, but again, it was about being well-known. And Virginia Sinicki.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her she's feeling... I had to hear about it when we went to go get water today. Oh, Mama's feeling puffy. I drank too much.
I'm still puffy.
I'm feeling old, dried out, and puffy. Oh, my fucking pink parts.
I did not bring up my
No,
pink
she didn't.
I did send Kevin an idea about pink parts.
Yes, she did. We can get right onto that here in just a second.
I'm into it.
She wants to talk about pink parts.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. It's a trap. When she brings up pink parts, there's a chance it's not going to be fun. Is this going to be gross?
It's not gross.
Oh, fuck. It's something, though.
But it might change this guy's appeal about Virginia.
It's weird. And it's something I saw on TikTok.
Well, pun intended, curiosity is going to get this cat.
Meow.
It says basically the average width of someone's, and it has the cat emoji. So I guess that's just vagina.
Yeah.
Is 2.5 inches, but the average width of a woman's underwear is 1.5 inches. So that's why you're always slipping out of your thongs. Okay, a little lip slippage.
Give me a little bit more of that.
So what they're saying, this is a thing on TikTok. And this girl claims to have done a lot of research and measured a lot of cooters. And she believes that the underwear industry is not giving us enough fabric to cover our entire beavers.
Is this a thing where men are evil, kind of?
I don't know who's making these underwear, but if it's men, I'm not surprised. But the problem with a lot of our underwear is that it's ill-fitting on that little part down there because the beaver is bigger than the fabric allows.
So you agree with me that she needs to get off TikTok probably a little bit?
A little too much, maybe.
So as I'm looking at TikTok yesterday, I see this, and coincidentally, yesterday, I blew out a pair of underwear in the front, and I took a picture of it to prove it to you.
Now, what does blowout mean?
they ripped in the front by the pussy.
So your lips just cut right through them?
Well, I went to put them on.
What's that sex move? The shredder. It's the shredder.
I went to put them on.
So we have to call her vagina now, I think.
Granted, these aren't new panties, but I blew them out right in the area where the beaver is, exactly where the area where on TikTok they're saying these underwear manufacturers are not giving us enough fabric to cover all of our vaginas.
Instead of, I get people love to bitch and moan on TikTok, but is it possible that there's wear and tear and that not all underwear's made the same? Not all underwear's made the same. And I don't even have a vagina.
But these are a medium, and I don't think the pussy part is a medium. I think the pussy part is a small. I'm just saying.
So you think you have a... What are you saying? You saying you have a medium pussy and small panties?
Yeah, well, we need more fabric.
That might be my new ringtone. I just want to isolate. So you're telling me medium pussy and...
I just want to make sure I'm trying to understand what's...
I'm so confused.
There are girls that are claiming that the underwear manufacturers are purposely not giving us enough fabric to cover our entirety of our vagines.
Basically, people are complaining on TikTok about how shit's unfair.
But it kind of makes sense because a lot of my panties, and I have a short cookie, a lot of my panties fit really tight in that one little area.
But
and it's like, why don't they fit better there? Why are they constantly...
So buying bigger underwear, like or granny panties or something like that, doesn't do it?
No, because then it's going to be too, big in the other areas where it fits perfectly just fine.
Okay.
You can't win. Basically, if you have a short cookie, is what I'm learning here.
God forbid you have a fat cookie, because it's going to get even worse for you.
You have SCP. You have short cookie privilege, kind of like how he has BHP, butthole privilege.
So if you made underwear for women with large clams, maybe call it like the Grand Clam or something like that.
Grande clamato.
Would that sell? Would women get it? If it's like, hey, ladies, if you're packing a hoagie down in your pants, this will fit and cover you.
I'm going to challenge Virginia on this, only because
Look it up on TikTok.
No. I'm not saying that people are bitching about something, this fucking ghost of a problem that doesn't exist. I'm sure that that's being bitched about TikTok. I'm just saying there's so many different kinds of underwear out there. One of my ex-girlfriends, she had a type of underwear she loved. It was so comfortable. She never complained about it, her pussy being too wide or too skinny or too gaunt or whatever the fuck you're saying.
I'm not complaining about my pussy. I'm complaining about the underwear not making enough fabric. If the average pussy is 2.5 inches long, wide, it's not long, wide in diameter, then the panties should be 2.5 inches wide down there as well. And they're not. The average panty is like 1 point something inches. And that's all I'm saying. Shouldn't the panty match the pussy?
I'll have Suits put up a poll just for the ladies. Ladies, do you agree that there's not enough fabric to cover your vagina in women's underwear? Yes
because
or no?
if there's not enough fabric, what it's going to do, it's going to creep up into your pussy. I
want to see if this is a real prevalent problem. I've never heard of this before. And I just know that people love to
It got me yesterday. My panties were too tight right there in that area, and then boom, they busted out.
I just feel like in modern day times, and I've heard the ladies talk before, there are panties out there that are quite comfortable for no matter what size their pussy is.
Is this just a Virginia problem, or is this widespread?
And I also, and
no pun intended.
And if it's not a woman problem, and the women on our little voting says it's Virginia, you got to get off TikTok a little bit. It's becoming...
Dude, I saw the TikTok on the same day that I blew out panties. That is just the universe speaking to me.
But those are old-ass panties right there. That's straight up wear and tear, dog. I think a fart could have blown them out at one point. You are living on borrowed time no matter what.
They weren't that weak.
Okay. All right. So do we have a widespread problem here?
That's what I'm going to call my big panties. Do you have a widespread?
Widespread.
I don't know. I'd go with short cookie panties.
All right.
I don't know. Short cookie.
Maybe we should make a panty for everyone. Widespread, short cookie, and every vagina in between.
Well, I mean, if guys have different sizes of penises,
And
of course
they do.
there's going to be different sizes of,
Okay, we're at 62% of ladies agree that there's not enough fabric on your panties to
Look
cover
at
your
that.
vagina.
Turns out 62% agree with me. That's what we call a majority, girls.
Well, they're still voting.
Okay.
And I also think, you know, there's a Metal Beard Dan in there.
He cannot vote.
Throwing off the vote. You know he is.
You better not be voting, Metal Beard Dan. I'm going to go extrapolate those numbers. If you voted, I'm coming to your house.
Dan, don't worry. There's no way she can do that.
You're safe.
So I don't know where Josh and Claremont's attraction level is now on Virginia, but he said the appeal is that she's 100% herself. Nothing sexier than that. Plus, that crow laugh actually does it for me. I know I have issues. My buddy doesn't know KVJ, so I had to explain, and he argues that V can't be a celebrity because she isn't known by enough people, and I held to my guns, but it begs the question, do you guys consider yourselves to be celebrities, and what's the most celebrity you've ever felt? Just curious. Yeah, I think celebrity goes in many different forms and fashion. I talked about that before when I was in the girls softball world coaching. It was so weird. The celebrities that would walk around with BDE around that ballpark, and they were something big. They were celebrities in the softball world. People knew who they were. They had power, and they would just walk into it. And I thought, because the guy who particularly jumped out to me, I'm like, I know this guy goes out into regular life and he has no power, and this must be it. He has to get off in these moments. He didn't even have a kid in the game or anything like that. He was just there, and he kind of ran the whole thing. I'm like, why is this guy even here? I'm like, I finally got it one day. I'm like, because he's somebody here. He has a massive amount of power, and he's so well known in this field. So, yeah, I think it's all relative. You've got local, you've got national, you've got global celebrities. And it really just kind of depends upon, you know, what the circle is that you're in as to whether or not you're a celebrity or not. And then you can rate them A, B, C, D. You know, you look at Lionel Messi, and that guy.
He's an A.
Yeah, but
he's
you know,
crossing over sport into pop culture.
Right. And you would say when you're talking about some of the most famous people on planet Earth, that's why it was so crazy. But when he first got here, it took a lot of people a little bit of time to hear the name around and be like, okay, what's the guy do?
I think if you get noticed a lot anytime you're going out for what you do for a living, I think you're considered a celebrity of some level, whatever field you're in.
And it's probably Hollywood stars for the most, because a lot of those movies are going to be international, and then, you know, so you're going to see like The Rock and Tom Hanks and people like that, Tom Cruise. They'll probably be able to go about anywhere, and that's going to be your massive celebrity. But yeah, I think that you can, it's a sliding scale. What are you talking about? You talking about local, state, regional, national, global?
But if you said, like, okay, Tom Cruise, The Rock, Lionel Messi, those guys are all A.
Yeah.
I would say that we are E, like A, B, C, D, E. And I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put us even, I think we have to be on a local level first. And so that, I think, puts in a whole different category. And then when you're talking about local, yeah, I don't know, because keep in mind, you would have like your Tua Tagovailoa and, you know, people who are.
Oh, he's like a solid.
That's an A.
I think he's a B. Because he's local, regional. I think he's a B. He's not on the same level as Lionel Messi. That dude's global.
Well, yeah, but you got to talk about how many football fans you have in South Florida.
But still, you're still talking NFL compared with world fans of soccer.
But I'm on the local level. I'm talking about when you're saying if you just had South Florida as your sample size, you could argue that Tua might be on the same level locally in South Florida.
Now, any professional athlete, anybody that's going
Tua.
to, they're all celebrities. They're all big. They're all celebrities. If you're playing in front of audiences and you're going out and
sure, but what letter number do you put them?
I mean, it's going to depend on the Messi dude. He's in the sports world. He's an A.
But locally in South Florida,
he's an A.
Yeah, now I'd say he's an A, and I think that's relatively recent. I think in the last 2 months he's become an A.
Totally. I didn't know him.
Yeah, but I mean, he no matter A, B, or what, he was a celebrity no matter what.
He was still big in sports, but now he's just big in pop culture. He's massive in South Florida. That man has probably had the biggest rise I've seen of anybody recently.
But if you're playing on the Marlins and not many people know you, but you're still going out and you're signing autographs and taking pictures, you're a celebrity. You're just lower than a bigger star in the game, but you're still considered a celebrity.
Yeah, Luis Ariz.
He's a celebrity.
He is, but how many people, if you walked down the street and said that name, do you know who he is, Virginia?
Absolutely not.
He's a celebrity in his world.
Who is that?
But if we're talking about South Florida local celebrity, he's probably at a C level. He's huge in baseball, but in South Florida in terms, he's probably a C. You know, so that's kind of where I think you put all that stuff, but he's higher than us.
But I think the question was, what is a celebrity? And to me, I think if you get noticed out in public away from your job by people on the reg, that would kind of be.
And you know, honestly, in Palm Beach County, we might get noticed as much as Luis Ariz.
We definitely would get recognized more than him.
Yeah. So then you would argue, and if you're talking about trying to grade celebrity, then you'd say, yeah, on a local level, we probably would outrank him. You know, solid Marlins player. So, you know, that's where it is, I would think, just from my own observations. But yeah, I'd say to many different levels and a very deep question. Some of the other emails that we've got here. We got Nicole still listens to us from Denver. She's been there for 2 years. And she said over the weekend, I went to a park in Salida, Colorado that has a dedicated pizza box recycling bin. Probably helps that there's a pizzeria across the street. But, you know, that's kind of interesting when you typically see plastic containers, the such, and they've got right there at the end. You can throw your pizza boxes right there.
Oh.
Get those recycled.
Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
Very nice. Shelby has a question for Keto Kev. I recently started keto, and I'd like to know what kind of cocktails you ordered. Do you consider yourself that your cheat moment, or are they actually cocktails that you can get at a restaurant, bars that are keto-friendly? You name a few places and the types of drinks that you order. Yeah, to me, I think if you have a cocktail, if you're having alcohol, I mean, it's added calories and things like that. So you're doing it just for enjoyment and the such. And when I'm trying to do the keto level, the two best that I found is vodka and tequila. I think those are in. A lot of people probably even argue kind of like a clear tequila is the way to go. And that's why, you know, the queen, she does the spicy margaritas because you just put a little bit of lime juice in with that, maybe some kind of like pepper juice, and you spice it up, put in ice, and then it's good. And she drinks it like that.
That's a real skinny margarita.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if she doesn't even add any kind of sour mix or any kind of margarita mix, like she's really going low cal. She's just getting tequila and spices with a squeeze of lime.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like her tattoo on her neck, it's balls.
Yeah, so
pure balls.
That's if you're going to be doing anything for keto, that's what I do. For me, sometimes like vodka, I'll mix. They have kind of like a sugar-free cranberry juice that you can get at the store. So I'll typically mix with that or maybe like a Sprite Zero.
God, that sounds fucking terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, if there was a list of drinks of what I would just be so mad to order, that would be on the top.
Tahitian treat.
Just give me it on the rocks rather than drink it with Sprite Zero.
It ain't no Tahitian treat. Kevin is right.
Yeah, and if you do like the taste, I'm not a huge fan of the taste of vodka. Tastes kind of like medicine to me, so it's you can do it on the rocks if you like that. I at least found my drink finally. I think I'm just a straight up whiskey man. I was fucking around with so many different drinks for so long, and I think I finally landed on really liking whiskey.
You do like the Atoll vodka on the rocks because you had it.
Yeah, that's one of the few. Yeah, that is good enough.
It's one of the few drinkable vodkas that you can actually just have with nothing else in it, and you're not going to make a face.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. Plus, they're a sponsor, so kind of, you know.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be a sponsor if we didn't consume it and love it.
We do love it.
And Canadian Bacon said Don Julio chilled. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do Don Julio with just a little bit of lime juice and maybe some ice flex in there, chilled a bit.
Oh, that's how your boy gets hooked up.
Yeah, you're not pounding a lot of those. Like, I'll do one, maybe two of that, and that's it.
Two of those, and put down the phone, Bird. Two of those drinks right there. It sounds... That tequila gets to me quick, man.
Straight tequila?
It does.
I mean, 2 tequilas, I think, is enough for everybody to start making some bad decisions.
Yeah, that's the thing with, drinking some of those drinks is, I can get away from you pretty quick. And the next thing you know, like, what happened last night?
Well, two tequilas, you're like, life's going good. Everything's going to work out fine. One more.
Let's do one more. Why not? Why not? Lily asked if the Queen brought in the hot sauce she had. Yeah, she used it in her Bloody Mary. Loved it. So,
nice.
Yeah, she makes Bloody Mary every Saturday morning. So that would be your tequila and, just your tomato juice type stuff. And she said also, do you ever do intermittent fasting, prolonged fasting with your keto? Yeah, I do that. I typically take 14 hours off between my last meal of the day and my first meal of the next day. So that's kind of where I am with that. Let me see other emails here. Very nice one, Drew, saying, I thank you guys for being trustworthy with your sponsors. He uses a lot of our sponsors, like Ideal Nutrition, the Stretch Zone, and Duncan, and loves them all. Thank you.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Products, yeah.
Buds.
We do use them and consume them all. If we didn't, we wouldn't promote them.
Yep. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, we turn shit down sometimes.
We have.
They'll
Yeah.
present something like, nah, no, fucking like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that too. You know, one time I had a client, they had a problem with their customer service, and we just stopped doing business with them because they couldn't live up to what they're supposed to do.
It
do that.
happens.
Yeah, that's
You
why I always like
fired
to get your
them.
feedback. Yeah.
It goes both ways.
It does. Absolutely. Yeah, it goes both ways. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I did send it right to Bird. Somebody said, damn, Kev, I sent you an email with the 12-foot scarecrow for Bird. Yeah, I did send that to him. So.
I got it. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we get so many emails. Some of them I just hand off to the crew. We don't get to everything, but we try to get to as much as we can.
Oh, yeah. Home Depot's already getting them big motherfuckers all ready to go for Halloween. I'm so
Yeah, you were talking about it
excited.
yesterday, yeah.
They got a whole monster band.
Oh.
Cool.
You're not going to be able to park your car in your yard
I'm gonna have to start
because they're going to take up so much of your yard.
Unless they're putting shit on my roof. And don't think I haven't thought about putting things up on my
Oh,
roof.
okay. That's
Putting
the next
stuff
level.
on your roof is cool.
It is. There's 3 things I want to put on so bad. We'll talk. It's a big thing I'm working on.
It's growing,
It's
huh?
a thing. Oh, it's growing.
It's growing.
He'd go cave in his roof.
What a story that'd be.
It'd be pretty amazing. So we do appreciate all the emails. Send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. I finally get to go pee. You guys have a great day.
Woohoo!